We take you to Baltimore County, where the teen who hit and killed a Baltimore County police officer with a stolen Jeep was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs was inside the courtroom today, and she heard from Amy Caprio's family. Abby.
Amy's mother and husband read emotional victim impact statements during the hearing today, saying they still can't describe the impact of Amy's death on their lives. Dawnta Harris chose not to say anything out loud in court, but his attorney read a letter he wrote where he said he was sorry.
I believe justice was appropriately served. However, it doesn't fill that feeling of that I miss her, and like I said before, a hole in my heart.
Amy Caprio's husband, parents, family, and friends gather outside Baltimore County Circuit Court after her killer was handed a life sentence.
There's no winners in this at this point. What we see is a validation. There are consequences for actions.
Judge Jan Alexander sentenced 17-year-old Dawnta Harris to life with the possibility of parole after he was found guilty of first-degree felony murder for the death of Baltimore County police officer Amy Caprio in May of 2018. Prosecutors say Harris was the lookout and getaway driver while 3 teens burglarized a Perry Hall home. When Caprio responded to reports of a suspicious vehicle in the neighborhood, she confronted Harris in a stolen Jeep.
Get out of the car!
He drove forward, hitting and killing her.
He did not intend to run over this officer. He did not intend to kill the officer.
His attorneys argued Harris panicked because a gun was pointed at him, so he ducked and drove to escape. In a letter Harris wrote, read aloud by his attorney Warren Brown, he said he's heartbroken and sorry for what happened. He asked the Caprio family for forgiveness and asked the judge for a second chance.
He certainly feels remorseful and is interested in stepping up and making amends for the loss of Amy Caprio's life.
Her family focusing on how to keep her memory alive and move forward without her.
She was selfless. She always put others before her. She was the best person that I ever knew.
Amy didn't have the opportunity to be all that she could be for herself and her community. And as a police officer, she demonstrated really what the whole concept all the police officers are, which is to serve and protect.
His attorneys plan to file an appeal but say they aren't shocked by the sentence. The other 3 teens charged for the involvement in the burglaries leading up to Caprio's death pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. They'll be sentenced next month and face a maximum sentence of 30 years.